What up? It's your boy, One Sir Grove. This is episode 122 of C4CW, casting 495 celebrities worldwide, and I am your host. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, this afternoon, this morning, today, wherever the fuck you are in the world, whatever time it is, wherever the fuck you be at, yo, this episode is about piece of shit fucking restaurants. Just shitty fucking establishments, man, and policy in various cities regarding said venues, said restaurants, said business enterprises operations. So, man, have you ever been in the big city? You go somewhere, man, like to a restaurant. You know, it doesn't have to be like a nice restaurant, just like a franchise restaurant, because you're like, yo, man, I'm just gonna use the restroom. I'm obviously gonna buy something because they're not gonna let me use the restroom unless I buy something. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell them up front, like, yo, can I buy something and then use the restroom just to see, you know, if it's a go, man, like if it's available. And they're like, yeah, man, of course, man, just go ahead and buy it. Of course. I mean, that's what the restroom's for. You know, a lot of people, man, that don't know about the big city, they just don't understand it. They're in for a big surprise, man, when they find out how certain restaurants that they pay tribute to, they pay homage to, in that they spend money with these piece of shit companies, man, only to find out that in different cities they operate differently and not in a good way differently. So look, man, I'm going to put you up on some intel if you ain't hip to it. Some cities, man, like let's say you have a senior family member and you're taking that person out for a little bite to eat, and your senior relative needs to use the restroom. You're at a restaurant that's familiar to you, man. You know, maybe, you know, any company, man, that you can think of. Just think of any restaurant you've been to, whether it's fast food, not fast food, you know, any price range, just any restaurant that you're familiar with that you've ever known about, right? So you might be from a small town. Now you're in the big city and you're like, oh, look, they got such and such restaurant here, right? So, you know, you're thinking, man, everything's kosher. You think everything's cool because, you know, you're, you know, familiar with this particular restaurant, right? You know, from a little small town that you come from. And you're in the big city for the first time. And, or maybe you've been in a big city before. You just never knew that this was the case, what I'm sharing with you here. So you go to the, you go to the front register or whatever. You step to the register and you're like, sir, ma'am, so we're going to buy something. Can she use the restroom? And they're like, no. And you're like, oh, really? So like, or can he use the restroom if I buy something? You know, man, woman, doesn't matter, right? And keep in mind, there are two restrooms in this fucking restaurant, all right? For the record, there are two fucking doors, men's and women's, right? So you're like, excuse me? And they're like, yeah, no, you can't use the restroom even if you buy something. And you're like, wow, and you're in a big city? Like, I mean, tourists come here and like, man, you people advertise on TV? Like, what are you talking about? I can't, like, if I'm buying something, why can I not use the restroom? Or my senior relative, he or she, man or woman, senior, elderly. And they're like, nah, there's no key. And you're like, what are you talking about? There's no fucking key. Like, and you're just being cool, man. Like, I'm using profanity. You're not even using profanity. You're saying all the right shit. Like, everything you're saying is totally fucking kosher, diplomatic. There's no fucking profanity involved. You're just like, pardon? And they're like nasty about it. They're fucking assholes about it. They're like, yeah. They're basically like, yeah, bitch, fuck you. And you're like, wait, hold up. So I'm still trying to wrap my mind around what's going on here. We're paying customers. There are two doors. Is there a problem with the restrooms in that are they, you know, is there something of a janitorial nature like taking place? Like, and they're just like, nah, there's no key. Fuck you. So you're trying to figure it out because you don't know. You don't understand. You don't understand the dirty motherfuckers that operate in these types of restaurants that I'm referring to. Restaurants, brand names, man. Like places you know about. I'm not even going to fucking name any names, okay? I'm not going to put any fucking names out there. You know, Just names that you might have fucking heard about, though, before, man. Like big names that are on TV. Like restaurants that you take kids to and shit. Like if you have children, right? So you're in these fucking big cities and you're like thinking, how is this even legal? Like, so I asked this motherfucker, right? I asked this dude, because he doesn't know me from Adam. He doesn't fucking know me. So I steps to the dude and I'm like, oh, for real, dude? Because he's being a fucking piece of shit. He's being a fucking asshole. Dude's talking way sideways crazy to me, right? And he doesn't know who the fuck I am. He doesn't know my background and shit. He's looking at me, man. I got some little urban gear on and shit. So he probably just think that I'm a gangster or something. You know what I mean? And he's like talking real fucking stupid to me. And, I'm just going to put this out there just so that everybody in the audience understands. He's a black dude and I'm a black dude. Okay? I'm a black dude. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mixed. I don't know what he might be mixed with or not, but we're both dark skinned. So I'm just putting that into perspective. Two black men, right? This dude, he tells me some shit like, nah, man, there ain't no key. And this guy doesn't fucking know my background, who I work for, what I might be doing in my lifetime. Like, he doesn't know if I'm fucking undercover. Like, he doesn't know shit. Okay? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know, look, man, I'm not an undercover police officer, but I could be. You know what I mean? I'm not, but I'm saying, like, a nigga could be. You feel me? Like, this dude has no fucking clue this is how stupid fucking people are in today's age. Okay? This piece of shit is like, I could be an inspector. I could be an inspector for some department of government. Okay? And I'm checking up on this establishment. And this dude is real fucking dumb. Like, this dude is dumb as a box of rocks. Fucking dumb. Right? Because this dude's saying all the wrong shit to me. And he's his whole projection, his whole energy that he's broadcasting when I walk into it. First of all, his establishment looks like garbage. Okay? You just walk in and it looks like some ghetto ass shit, man. Okay? They're not taking care of the place. It's trashy. It just looks trash. And there's nobody in there. There's one dude on a cell phone who looked like he's from the neighborhood around the corner. Maybe that's his neighborhood. You feel me? I don't know. Maybe he's an employee and he's just off work and he ain't got the same fucking uniform on. You know, he ain't got his uniform on right now. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Maybe he's a relative of the dude who's got the uniform on. Okay, there's a man and a woman. They got uniforms on. The dude to the right that ain't, you know what I'm saying, in uniform, he's on a cell phone. He start talking for the dude like he got some kind of authority. He's like, hey, man, he said that there's no key. And I'm like, here's another dude who don't know who the fuck he talking to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, oh, for real, bro? Oh, really? So I had to go out, you know what I'm saying, get some gear. You know what I'm saying? Up out of the motherfucking ride, bro. And come back in a different fucking, with the different persona on. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to ask some questions before I came back in with some fucking gear up in this piece of shit motherfucking restaurant, right? Cause this shit look ghetto as fuck. Niggas look like they selling dope up in the shit, you know what I'm saying? And so these motherfuckers don't know me from Adam, right? And they talking way stupid to a nigga who they don't even fucking know. You know? So I'm gonna get some more answers. I'm gonna get some more questions answered before I hit the ride and I come back up in with some extra gear, right? So I'm just being diplomatic at this point, man. I'm just gathering info. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at niggas acting shady. You feel me? And so I'm like, interesting. I wonder how many tourists come up in here. I wonder how many people in law enforcement come up in here. Because it's right on the fucking corner. You feel me? So I'm looking around and I'm like, and it's right, it's right around the corner from a government, department and shit, where there are a lot of people in government, you know what I'm saying, including attorneys and shit. You feel me? So I know that there are a lot of people up in this place, man. It's highly trafficked, huh? So I'm like, yeah, interesting. So I'm like, this time of night, East Coast, really? So I asked the dude, cause the little story the dude wanted to peddle me. Hey, man, he said that the restroom's closed, man. There ain't no key. I'm not gonna stop, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop at that. That ain't no motherfucking kind of answer. Like, who the fuck are you, boy? You know, who the fuck are you, bro? You know, who the fuck are you, dude? Man, you just look like a patron up in here. You tell me, man, who the fuck are you vouching for, right? So then dudes say like this, I just walk right past him and I go to the back and I check the door. You know what I'm saying? Pull out my gloves and shit. Test the door, lock. Okay? Lights under, on, inside. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock. I'm just gonna open the door. You know what I'm saying? See if it's unlocked. Nope. Next one, lock. Interesting, right? So I walk back and I want to hear the dude's story again. I want these motherfuckers to tell me this shit again, right? For the official historic record, I want these motherfuckers to tell me the same shit that they done told me multiple times before I conclude my investigation and hit the vehicle and come back up in with some gear. So then, dude, I said, hey, man. I said, man, so the key, huh? So what's up with the key, man? It's just mysteriously not here today. Ain't no signs that these restrooms are out of order or anything. Just no motherfucking key today, huh? Then, so dude's like, he's totally abrasive. Like, he ain't even saying shit that sounds friendly. And he never was from the very moment that I entered that establishment. He ain't even sounding friendly. He ain't even sounding like, yo, we want your business, man. Like, we want for you to go on Yelp. And we want for you to give us a good customer review. We want for you to tell your friends and family and your acquaintances about our restaurant so that they'll come here and sell, spend more money. Nah, man, these motherfuckers look hella shady, hella sketchy, look like they selling fucking dope up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just a front, man. You know what I'm saying? And they got motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, not in uniform and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Vouching for dude, talking about there's no key for these restrooms. So dude tried to tell me that somebody came in today and the key disappeared. And he's telling me this like, yeah, I don't know. He's like looking around. I don't know. Is there a key? I don't know. Let me look. Okay. So if there's no key, right? His story is that someone fucking came in. This is the story. His fucking story, his ruse, right? His fucking ruse is that somebody came in earlier and took the key and the key disappeared with that person. That was his story, right? So then at the same time, he's fucking moving around looking for a key. I don't know. It's the key. I don't let me look over here. Let me look over here. And I'm like, oh, really? Huh. Wow, man, you think I'm fucking stupid, man? So you told me somebody stole the key and now you're looking for it. You're being an asshole, dude. You were being an asshole when I walked in the fucking door. Okay? You don't know who the fuck I am and you're telling me all your fucking stories, man. All your fucking lies. All of your dirty fucking secrets, dude. You're talking to the wrong fucking person, man. Telling this person you don't know all the wrong shit. So now you're looking for the key that was supposedly stolen, that supposedly left the premises, and now you're looking around for it. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's over here. Maybe not. Maybe it's over here. Maybe it's under this. Maybe it's behind this. Okay, now I know you. Now I know. Now it's confirmed that you're a total fucking piece of shit, bro. Yeah, you're a total and absolute fucking downright dirty fucking piece of shit. Scumbag. So then I look dude in the eye and I sized him up, man. And I just said like this. I said, hey, man, so let me ask you this then. So since the key is no longer on the premises, since it's no longer here, since it's gone and it walked away and it disappeared mysteriously, because I know the fucking key's there and I know that the dude's fucking just lying through his fucking face, right? I'm like, so if the police come up in here because there's an emergency, like a fire, like let's say the fire marshal were to just show up just kind of randomly, motherfucker, right? Yeah, and they need to gain access to these restrooms because I don't know, maybe there's a patron inside with disability or some shit, and they, that person can't be gotten to, and there's a fucking fire. You don't have the key, right? You don't have the key, right? And I'm looking at the dude, and the dude ain't even making eye contact with me because he's a fucking liar. And he's like, and I'm like, oh yeah, wait, hold up. Now you're stumbling on your story, man. So if the fire marshals come here, if the fucking police come here, if the FBI comes here, if the goddamn fucking Secret Service comes here, right? If the motherfucking U.S. military comes here, the Coast Guard, the National fucking Guard, the corporation that owns this place. Because dude says that it's a corporate store. I'm like, oh, because I asked him. I'm like, is this privately owned or is this a corporate store? He's like, it's a corporate store. Then later he was like, he tripped up on his words and he's like, yeah, the owner. And I was like, oh yeah, by the way, who is the owner? I'd like to get the owner's name, but that came later. I'm going to get to that. So he's like, but the key. Okay. He can't even answer a fucking question. He can't even answer a question in any way that's intelligible. All he's doing is it's all this hyperbola. Okay. All this hyperbole. It's all this hyperbolic fucking elliptical data. He's just talking around in an oval. He's just like, but the key, okay? And I'm just like, oh, wow, really, dude? I mean, and I'm supposed to believe that you're not lying and you weren't lying from the very beginning. Hey, dude, you're on videotape, dude. You're on video surveillance. And look at you, but the key. I don't know, it's over here. Is it around the corner? Is it behind something? But it was stolen earlier, so why would I be looking for it when I fucking told you from the very beginning, from the gate, that somebody stole it, and it went out the door, and it's gone from the property, but here I am looking around for it, looking like a total ass on surveillance. I'm telling you two different stories simultaneously, and I was a piece of shit when you first walked through the door, because I don't really want your business, and we don't want anybody else's business, because we're fucking doing something illegal behind the scenes. Hey, dude, check this out, motherfucker. Check this out, man. Hey, dude, I'm not gonna threaten you, dude. I'm not the person to be like, hey, man, this is what's gonna happen to your store, man. Because of the type of shit you're doing at your establishment. No, dude, I'm not the one to say anything like that, bro. No, dude, because doing this shit you're doing, nobody has to do anything to your establishment, man, because you're stupid as fuck and you think that you're fucking slick, and bro, you're just a stupid fucking moron. Bro, you think just because you're right in the backyard of the fucking police, man, and government and shit, you know what I'm saying, with the Department of Government, like right there in your fucking jurisdiction, right, and that you got these people coming during the day, you think at nighttime, man, You think, man, that these people, man, aren't going to be hip to this shit that you're doing behind the scenes, man? Fuck you, dude. You represent a U.S. corporation. You're representative of a U.S. corporation. Yeah. And what I found out from my private independent investigation, you ain't even the motherfucking manager. Because, yeah, after I bought my fucking bag of chips, which I threw in the fucking trash, I just wanted the receipt with the fucking information to your fucking store location. Yeah, so I got that, tossed the bag of chips in the fucking trash on video surveillance, bitch, because I didn't really want the chips. I just wanted the fucking info. Find out who your manager is and your store number, punk-ass motherfucker. Yeah, so I find out you ain't the manager. You're not the manager there. No, you're not the dude fucking calling the shots or running the place. Here you are, man, when your manager ain't around and you doing all this shit. Oh, you telling people, man, the door's locked? Huh? It's not out of order. It's just locked. And people that buy food in your restaurant can't use the restroom and the lights on inside and the doors are locked. So here's what I do. I leave the restaurant. Before I buy the bag of chips. I don't buy anything at first. I go out around and I look at the place, man, from the exterior, from all sides, from all angles, dimensional analysis. I want to see what the fuck this box is. And I'm looking at it and I see, dude, and then he comes out the little side door. And I'm like, oh, man, I see you taking out trash, bro. Yeah, just, looking through the window and stuff, man, just seeing them doors that are locked and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know where the fucking key is, right? And he's like, but the key, oh, but the key. And that's exactly what he sounded like, man. My rendition of dude, that's exactly what the fuck he sounded like the whole time. So look, I'm not an undercover police officer. I'm not. Okay? Imagine if there were actually an undercover police officer or some federal agent in there doing some type of surveillance of that venue. That is exactly what that motherfucking piece of shit sounded like. But the key. You couldn't even get a straight answer out of the dude. The dude is just babbling on. He's just fucking lying to you. He's not looking you in your fucking face. He's telling you with his body language that he's been lying to you the whole time. So then you're thinking, man, what if I came in here with some friends, some family members, with the senior citizen, and this douchebag, this fucking schmuck, he were to tell my relatives, seniors, that they can't use the restroom. They just can't. And they're buying food. They're buying food from a corporation that advertises on American television, on U.S. television. So let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this. If you're a lawyer, if you're an attorney, if you're just a casual observer, let me ask you this. Why do we have, because I report on broken system elements. Not everything is broken. I just report on shit that I see, that I observe, that I surveil, and I bring it to the attention of the American public. Okay? So let me ask you this, America. Why do we have fucking laws in place to protect piece of shit companies like these companies? Because I checked with local law enforcement and they explained it to me. I made a call. I was like, yo, I gotta find out, man, what the rule is in this one fucking particular town. I gotta know. I gotta find out, man. So what they told me is this. And this may not be accurate. This may not be accurate in terms of the letter of the law. The law enforcement agent I spoke with, I'm guessing he was knowledgeable. He sounded knowledgeable, and he sounds like he knows his shit, like he's got it down pat. But again, I don't know if he has a background in law. I don't know if he's been a lawyer at some point, and he just decided to be a police officer later down the road. You know what I'm saying? I don't presume to know. What I know is that it's a major city, and I'm guessing he knows his stuff. So what he told me, because I was like, yo, man, hold up, man. I travel to a lot of places, man. Let me check up on the regulations in this town, because these motherfuckers, man, I would never tell anybody, man, yo, check out this restaurant. Yo, go here. In fact, man, hey, man, I'm going to tell everybody I know what I just told everybody what I know. So look, man, so what he tells me, because, and listen, I didn't call 911 or anything like that, man. I ain't stupid, man. I am not calling anything in like this, man. It's not an emergency, man. I called the non-emergency number. Man. And, yeah, man, I didn't file a report. I didn't even, give them particulars or details or anything. I gave them an example, and I wanted to know if in that town of, say, millions of people, if you own a restaurant, right? If a business is in place conducting fucking business in this jurisdiction, is this shit legal? And he was like, look, man, I'm not going to make any type of blanket statements or anything like this. So essentially, man, and according to this source, whether it's true or not, sounded legit to me. And I'm going to have to do some further research. And I mean, he was very pleasant, just so you know. When I called non-emergency and I explained the situation, and I said, look, I'm in the business world, and I just want to get, and I'm a traveler, and I just like to get some very basic information. I just had this situation occur in this big ass city, and I just want to know what the local regulations are here, because I'm going to tell you like this, man. If you came to my fucking city and I treated you the way that these restaurant employees fucking treated me, okay, you would want to find out how I'm running a fucking business in that town the way that I am. You would be trying to figure out how the fuck I'm talking shit to you. When you come into my restaurant, I'm immediately like, yeah, there's a restaurant here. Fuck you. Oh, you want to buy something? Fuck you. Oh, you want to use our restrooms? Fuck you. You'd be like, wow, what kind of that's your business on the wall with maximum occupancy? It's really interesting how you're operating in, I don't know, Philadelphia or fucking Los Angeles or New York or New Jersey or Chicago or wherever the fuck it is, man. You'd be like, huh, that's weird. Huh, really? So let's see. You guys advertise nationally on television. You're a restaurant that families eat at, and I'm traveling to this town, and I walk through the door, and it looks like a dope operation. I mean, it just looks like you guys are selling drugs here. and there are two people on duty, and you're pieces of shit, clearly, okay? And, wow. So the very first thing I say is, hey, I'd like to make an order. In other words, place an order, buy some food from your nationally advertised establishment. And by the way, I have a senior with me. Can he, and she, because maybe there are two seniors, can they use the men's room and the women's room? And you're like, no, fuck you. You'd be like, wow, this is a really interesting thing that's happening here. This is a really interesting scenario. Why can they not use the restroom? And I'm like, fuck you. You're just like, oh, is this a restaurant or is this something else? I see the signage. I see the logos from national television. I'm pretty sure children eat here, and judges and police officers and FBI and IRS agents and investigators. And wow, you're a piece of fucking shit. So this dude, he tells me that there's no key. Okay? And that it's gone mysteriously in everything that I've reported to you, the American people. Law enforcement, they tell me that in this jurisdiction, that it's okay. It's on the rule books. It's in the law books that piece of shit establishments like this. Keep in mind, these are corporations that are major, that you've seen on TV, that you see all the fucking time with all their offers and all their promotions and all their specials and all this shit. I'm talking big names, man. Mega corporations. I'm talking about motherfucking restaurants that you see advertised on TV all the time. So apparently, man, in some dirty fucking locations, they don't have to, they can tell you that the restrooms are not for you. And the law enforcement agent also went on to explain to me and convey that those what look like restrooms for patrons, they can be made exclusively for the restaurant employees. So basically, pick a name, pick a brand name, pick any company. Depending on where they set up shop in America, you can go to those restaurants. Depending on the jurisdiction, depending on the township, the municipality, the city, the state, and they can switch it up on you, man. And they can be like, oh yes, you see those restrooms, even though it says men's, women's, or like unisex or whatever, like family changing diaper room. Those aren't for you. Those are for our employees, and fuck you and fuck off and fuck off and fuck you. Yeah, man, that's real shit. And that's in America. So why is that, man? That's my question, is why isn't there a law in place that prevents and prohibits companies from discriminating against seniors and people with disabilities? Okay? Because I'm going to say this, man. Like, let's say a head of state, some dignitary, like, fell and broke his or her leg and happened to be in a wheelchair and came in with secret fucking service. And they're like, nah, man, fuck you. The restrooms, they're not for you. Do you really think that would happen, man? Do you really think that the way this motherfucking imbecile, this fucking superfluous, supercilious, imbecilious, fucking goddamn piece of shit, fucking piece of shit, you think he would treat a head of state, some VIP in his mind, because he doesn't know me, I could be VIP. He's going to treat, she's going to treat, they're going to treat some VIP, some dignitary, some head of state, some government official, some big wig, because they don't think I'm a big wig, because they don't fucking know that I might own their whole block. They don't fucking know me, that I might own their whole radius. You think that they're going to say to somebody that I just described, that I just characterized, you think they're going to say the same thing to that person? No, because you know on the key ring that I saw the dude had in his hand when he was bringing out the trash by the dumpster, I looked at him, I said, so, hey, man, I see you're on the side door now and you just came out with the bags of trash, man. And I've taken some pictures from the exterior of your restaurant. Hey, man, yo, motherfucker, so on that key ring that you've got, a lot of keys on it, because you're the only dude here and she's the only person with you, and she told me that there is no boss person there now. So that clearly suggests that you're not the managers of this place, or you are, and you're just lying. One of you is. So I see that key ring, man. It opens doors like you just opened the side door. By chance, perhaps, would there be a key on your ring to either one or perhaps both of these restrooms? The key. And to top it off, man, the dude has a fucking accent. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an international person who came to the United States to work here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he doesn't say to me yes or no. He doesn't, because I know the goddamn motherfucking key to open both of those restrooms is on that keychain. I know that shit. And so do you. Okay? The dude doesn't want people to come in and use his restrooms because they got shit going on there that they don't want motherfuckers to observe and to know about. And so whatever shit they're doing on the side, okay, those restrooms, he has decided, because again, it's a corporate store, according to both of them, because after I went back in, bought the bag of fucking chips that I threw in the trash, all I wanted was the receipt. I got the store number. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I called them on the fucking phone. I got their intel. Like, hey, I just got a quick question for you. Is your manager there currently? Oh, he's not, she's not. Really? What's that person's name? It's a different name than the name I was given when I asked the dude in the store. She told me somebody else's name. And I said, oh, this person, as I'm writing it down, this person is not currently there at your store. You know, because I know she's trying to put it together. And she's probably like, hey, this voice sounds kind of the same. But I switched it up on the phone. And when I talked to her, it kind of suggested that maybe she didn't remember that I was just in there and she didn't really put it all together. But nonetheless, she told me for the official record over the phone, telephonically, forensically, that the person who runs the place, the boss and the supervisor and the upper management, that it's neither one of them. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, when is that person in? So I got the time that person is there. That person left after 4 p.m. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, thanks a lot. And I just hung up the phone. So that's going on in America, man. You're giving your money to these fucking corporations, to these fucking people. They're treating you like absolute dirt. They're treating you like you're a fucking piece of shit, man. And they're acting like they don't even want your fucking business, man. They're just acting dastardly like they don't even want your business. So when I contact the corporation that owns that particular fucking restaurant, I'm going to ask them, I'm going to say, hey, do you know what's going on at your store in this town, in this city? Like, do you have any fucking clue? Like, do you have any knowledge whatsoever what's really going on at these locations? Huh? Do you know? I mean, I podcasted it. I didn't give any specifics or particulars or details. You know why, man? Because that's not my style necessarily, man. And the other thing is that this is happening this is not isolated. Just like I shared with you, the public, the audience. This is apparently legal in some places for US corporations to not have restroom access. And people who live in big cities, they already know what I just shared with you. Maybe you didn't know that. Like if you've never been to a big city and you just assume that because you've been to this restaurant with, your children or whatever, or your relatives, seniors, and that, restrooms are always there because you think by law they have to be there. Well, maybe in your town, not in other towns. Yeah, not in other towns. So that's real interesting. It's really interesting that there isn't a federal law in place that says if you operate a fucking goddamn restaurant on planet Earth, in North America, in the United States, in other words, America, you have to have a fucking restroom available to customers if they buy food at your fucking restaurant. That's really weird, man, that there is no such law in place in certain towns. It's really, really, really fucking interesting. I'm your boy, One Sir Grove, OSGOE.